What we're signing today, this new agreement between Lilly and United Way, codifies, I think, a series of activities and commitments that have been sort of shaping up for the past several years as we, I think, redefine our relationship with United Way globally, and in particular with United Way of Central Indiana. So Lilly has been involved from the time of the Lillies almost 100 years ago with United Way and with its various precursor organizations. Fundamentally, this agreement, which I think is only the second one, Brian, signed following Procter & Gamble, agreement that you signed with Procter & Gamble last year, I believe.
That's right.
It really, I think it greatly expands the notion of how a company like Lilly would partner with United Way to further its mission of having a substantial impact.
It's very difficult for anyone in the philanthropic community to imagine a better partner than Lilly over that 100 years. Certainly, Lilly has always believed in corporate leadership and in a deep commitment to the communities in which it serves, and it has demonstrated that over and over again. So the challenges that face communities and the challenges that face companies are deeply intertwined. The success of communities depends on the success of companies, and the success of companies depends heavily on the success of their communities.
United Way represents the best hope we have of being able to address really big problems, and I would say opportunities as well, at a community level at scale. And I think the United Way of 2016 is about achieving measurable outcomes.
I was saying to John and his team today that, so they raised a lot of money this year for United Way, a record amount, fantastic. 700 new Lilly employees were first-time givers. That, to me, is most exciting because the message was different, engagement was different.
We are also looking at expanding our commitment to United Way globally. So within the agreement, we have committed to essentially standing up United Way within our affiliates in at least 6 countries outside the United States, places like Spain and Brazil and China. This is sort of work in progress, but we think the model is as relevant in many of those countries as it is in the United States. It's just that the heritage and the history is not there. But I can tell you the message resonates from having been to these countries and talked to local corporate leaders and also people from the NGOs in these places where United Way is maybe known, but it's not as deeply, inculcated as it is here in this country.
The question really is, what can it mean for our community? And I think that when you bring together the corporate leadership and the individual engagement around strategies and the fabric that United Way has in bringing together all kinds of partners to create a force for change that is really, really big, we can accomplish things that we, haven't been able to accomplish in 30 years.
But this is bigger than us. This is what's the social contract in our community? And what's the role of the marketplace and employers? What's the role of, one of the largest nonprofits that has a community vision? What's the role of government? That's what this is trying to get to. And the relevancy of a United Way in the future will be its reflection of its community and its ability to be in this kind of relationship. So it's been, the development of this has been very, really, really strong because it's not been about institutions or individuals. It's been about almost like you could put company X and nonprofit Y, and what should it be in order to create the greatest outcome about values and the value in community. And then you back into, all right, well, what does Lilly bring to that? What do you want? And then what does United Way? What are the assets you have? That's why I think it's not about Lilly or United Way. It's about what should the contract be?